Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. You may have noticed already, but we just skipped a whole lot of time. And there's a log flume in this little building. So what happened is not that I forgot to record, but really the episode had no meaningfulness. And it was 18 minutes long. The only meaningful thing we did was build this log flume here. And I'll post a time lapse of that in the end of this episode. So I was thinking about what to do about our money crisis. And you may see we have $4,500, but really we're $1,900 in debt. So we did not cure our debt crisis at all. We only expanded upon it. So what I decided to do is I'm going to expand the park and add a lot more smaller rides like this. And in doing so, I hope to attract a lot more customers quickly, which will help make profit rapidly, which is really what I'm trying to do with this section of the park. It's going to be a small section over here. I generally shaped it out already. We might add a roller coaster, a small one right there, attract even more customers. But we're not going to talk about what ifs right now. We're just going to build the main rides we've decided to build here. We're going to quickly expand out. As you may see, it may look like I'm blindly just plopping down buildings. But I already had test playthrough of this, and I know what I'm doing. When I actually did test play through this, we got a lot more customers. And that was what I was aiming for. We're going to build a motion simulator, which really does help bring a lot of customers. I built a little building like a movie theater for a motion simulator on this exact map, on a test playthrough of this map. And it turned out great. The lines were full in a matter of minutes. I mean, people love this ride. Hold on, we're going to close it. And we're going to change the film to Thrill Riders, which increases the excitement by a lot, by a landslide. I think it increases it by 1 point total. And you may be thinking, oh, this looks horrible, looks ugly. Well, currently, I don't think we're in a position to be thinking about beautiful. I think we're more of in a position to think about how are we going to make money. And that may sound selfish, but it's true. We need money and fast. I mean, being in debt, something I said earlier in the first episode, that being in debt, let me pop this balloon. Being in debt is not actually bad in this game, but you want to pay it off quickly. You don't want to get to the 100,000 mark, because then once you are at that level, there's no way to get back down. You want to stay around the 40,000 mark, but you want to keep expanding quickly. That's pretty much all the advice I have for this situation. I'm going to close off this area with a path, a nice little path. Might theme this later, but not now. We don't have time. So this should attract a nice bit of customers, as you can see already. We're going to really go through this really quickly. Some of these rides, they're just like ugly looking. I usually don't build these, but they're not that bad, and they attract more customers, so why not? Actually, what I might do is I might build a nice little roof across all of this. Seems like a good idea if I'm going to theme this. Actually, around this entire block area. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build a small coaster. Which one? Let's see. We're not going to get into these big standing coasters yet. Something small like steeplechase. Let's see. Junior roller coaster. You can build these pretty cheap. We'll build it from here. Yeah, the lines aren't that expensive. Woo. So, yeah, we're just gonna expand our park as fast as we can. We don't want to spend too long on building roller coasters. We don't want to spend too short and make bad roller coasters. Which is what I learned in another playthrough. Not exactly this one, but I learned something pretty much every day in this game, which is good. I mean, as long as I'm not blindly playing through this all the time. And we ran out of money, which is okay. At the moment, we're not that high in debt, so we're just going to build this coaster. Because it seems like a good idea, to me, at least. Alright, we're going to end this coaster up pretty soon. We're going to want to not make it too big so it doesn't take too much space up. Alright, a last little slope. A turn. Actually, we're going to leave a few feet. A little turn. Special. Not special. Special block. Just brakes for now. Maintain the speed. Block brakes. After this, we can just make a slight turn. And a drop. And that should be a good small roller coaster to have. A good addition to the park. Not open. Test. We got 2 roller coasters on this ride, which is a good thing. It'll help the flow of customers a lot better. And in theory, help a park a lot more. And we're just gonna, you can watch it in this window. We didn't want to make this one too exciting. Generally, this ride applies to all people, like all people who want to ride this. Not just a select group of thrill maniacs who like riding rides with over like 10 excitement, 10 intensity, stuff like that. And as you can see, we're getting a lot more guests. And by a lot, I mean a lot. We're going to want to check. And we still do not have complaints about being crowded because we expanded like this. So, we're going to build a small food court here. And as you can see, there's litter here. We'll take care of that in the future. Hopefully, we don't get too much litter, as you can see. But it can't be avoided at the moment as we are expanding so fast. We're going to need to cover everything as soon as we can, though, including litter bins, stuff like that. And one thing I learned, I think, at least I think this is true, is that lampposts do have a practical use, and that is to increase your park rating by making guests happier. I don't know how this works, but from my experience, the longer guests are next to lamps, the happier they will be. I'm pretty sure, at least. Which is a nice added benefit to lamps. And we're not going to want to theme this little area yet. So we're just going to build a general food court. As you can see, I don't think I'm going to destroy the walls because that does not give us any money back or in return. But it would be a good idea to put benches there, because it is going to be a food court. I mean, it's good to expand where your food merchandise is going to be. Oh, and also, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but last episode we built this and this little building. And what we have in here is a balloon stall and a lemonade stall. And our mistake was putting it too close to this. And as you can see, no profit from either. But I'm not sure if it includes the cost of actually placing the building, so that might be why it's so expensive. Alright, we're gonna end in a few minutes, probably 3, and let's check the excitement of this ride. It's not bad, but it's not great, but we're gonna open up the ride anyway, hopefully attract more customers. I mean, you don't really get super excitement ratings with rides like this. Oh. I'll improve that later. We can add like a little bump here, make it even more exciting. Forgot to do that. I'm not the best coaster builder, but I'm not the worst. I can see my mistakes and generally improve on them. So we are going to build a chicken stall and we already have a lemonade stall. We're actually going to delete our lemonade stall from here. There's no use for it to be there. We're going to build it here. And this should, in theory, again, increase our profits. As you can see, we're still getting a good flow of visitors, which is great. I'm pretty sure there's no complaints of there being too little. We need a new handyman. We need one. We're gonna make him monitor this area, this new area we've built. And just this new area. Anyway, we don't really have any complaints about the new area. We don't have complaints about untidiness yet, but we don't want that. We don't really want them to come, so we need to keep this area clean. We need to keep our old areas clean. Watch our ride go through. And as you can see, we're getting a lot more visitors. A lot more. And our park expanded tenfold. I would say it expanded twice as much in this episode than all the other episodes combined, which is great. I'm going to wrap this episode up soon. And as you can see, we are slowly but surely taking care of our debt crisis by introducing more debt, by building more. Which is crazy, pretty much. And before I leave, we're going to build another ride. The swinging ship inverter to attract more customers to this stall area. Where to build it? Right there. I always run out of space really quickly when building these rides. And then I find out that I build these rides in such a fashion that I prohibit future growth. Like this roller coaster might have stopped future growth if I built it here, because I wouldn't be able to reach this area without going under this roller coaster. Isn't bad, but I don't want to inhibit my growth like that. So that's going to be the end of the episode. As you can see, we expanded. We built an entirely new area. Here, we built a new roller coaster. It might not be the best roller coaster. Excitement 4.11. Intensity 4.79. 6. It's not attracting the most customers. We might have to edit this next episode, but we're going to end off here. So this is Let's Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Episode 3. Should be Episode 4, but 18-minute video can't be uploaded. So this is the end of episode. Later. Thanks for watching.